1300 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Asma Hafiz. First, the headlines. Information Minister says the present government has changed the country's economic direction and a significant growth is being witnessed in various sectors today. At the United Nations, Pakistan has urged the international community to recognize threat of global Hindutva which seeks to destabilize neighboring countries. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the All-Parties Youth Conference has reiterated its call for complete shutdown on Friday to protest against the Indian government's mechanism. The final of National T20 Cricket Cup will be played between Central Punjab and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa at Lahore tonight. And now the news in detail. Minister for Information and Broadcasting Chaudhry Fawad Hussain has said the present government has changed the country's economic direction. Addressing an event in Islamabad today, he said our construction, textile and software industries are booming today and the country will stand on its own feet in the next few years. The Information Minister, however, regretted the debt burden of 23,000 billion rupees accumulated during the period between 2008 and 2018. Fawad Chaudhry said there is price hike today because of rising prices of commodities in the international market. He said we will also have to add value to our industrial products to enhance our exports. Prime Minister Imran Khan and Chief of Army Staff General Qamar Javed Bajwa have completed the consultation process on the appointment of new DGISI. This was stated by Minister for Information and Broadcasting Chaudhry Fawad Hussain in a tweet today. Chaudhry Fawad Hussain said the civil and military leadership has yet again proved that all institutions are united for the country's stability, integrity and development. Punjab Governor Chaudhry Mohammad Sawar, who is in Brussels, will hold meeting with Vice President of European Parliament Fabi Massimo Castaldo today to discuss extension in GSP Plus facility for Pakistan. During the meeting, the Punjab governor will also apprise him about Pakistan's role in Afghan peace process and rise in killing of Kashmiri people by Indian forces in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. At the United Nations, Pakistan has urged the international community to recognize the threat of global Hindutva, which seeks to destabilize neighboring countries. Pakistan's permanent representative to the United Nations, Munir Akram, in a written statement submitted to the UN Security Council, said the rise to power of right-wing and neo-fascist groups through electoral processes in certain countries is a disturbing phenomenon. The 15-member body is holding a high-level debate on diversity, state building and the search for peace. Elaborating his remarks, the Pakistani envoy said that South Asia is witnessing the rule by a populist, supremacist government elected on the basis of an agenda of religious exclusivity and hatred for other religious and caste communities. He said it brands the Muslim minority and certain castes as racially inferior and even as untouchables. This is contrary to even principle of equality and human rights. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the All-Parties Youth Conference has reiterated its call for complete shutdown on Friday to protest against the Indian government's mechanisms to suppress the Kashmiris' ongoing struggle for securing their inalienable right to self-determination. The APHC spokesman in a statement deplored that Modi regime has waged a war against the innocent people of IIOJK to subdue their freedom sentiment. The spokesman urged the United Nations Secretary General to take serious steps for stopping the worst kind of Indian barbarism and fascism in IIOJK. Member countries of G20 have pledged $1.6 billion human assistance for Afghanistan to avert an economic catastrophe in war-torn country. Addressing a virtual summit of the group, German Chancellor Angela Merkel said Afghanistan should not let to descend into chaos. The leaders also discussed ways to prevent Afghanistan becoming a haven for militants such as Al-Qaeda and the Daesh and the need to provide safe passage for foreign nationals and Afghans. North Korea says it is not interested in talks as long as the United States maintains policies such as sanctions and military activities in South Korea. In a statement, North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un said, "We are not discussing war with anyone, but rather to prevent war itself and to increase war deterrence for the protection of national sovereignty." And now cricket. The final of National T20 Cricket Cup will be played between Central Punjab and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa at Lahore tonight. The match will start at 7:30 p.m. And that's all from the newsroom. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan.